You're live.
All right, this is Jeff Berg, and I'm going to call to order the meeting of the PSPRS Fire Local Board meeting for December 17th, 2020. Time is 9:31 a.m. First order of business is going to be a roll call.
Okay. Chair Jeff Berg,
Yes.
Hugo Moraz,
Hugo may have to.
I'm present for the moment. Thank you.
okay. Donna Brown,
Here.
Todd Kavner,
Here.
Steve Springborn.
Here.
All right. Hugo let me know that he may have to drop off at some point. So if at some point we hear him stop responding, we'll assume that's what happened. Or we'll probably just see him disappear from the screen at the top. So just a quick note that it's possible that we may go into executive session for medical information or legal advice. If that happens, we'll separate off into a separate room and then be back to the public once that portion of the meeting concludes. First order of business is going to be review and approval of the regular session meeting minutes from October 15th, 2020. If you've all had a time to review these in advance, since they were sent out with the original packet, I will entertain a motion to approve.
Mr. Chairman, Steve Springborn, I move to approve the regular session meeting minutes for October 15, 2020.
This is Todd Kavner. I second that.
Made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll take a vote.
Chair Jeff Berg,
Yes.
Hugo Moraz,
Yes.
Donna Brown,
Yes.
Todd Kavner,
Aye.
Steve Springborn.
Aye.
Excellent. Unanimous. We're going to move on to the item number 2, which is the review and approval of special session meeting minutes from December 2nd, 2020. You've all had a moment to review those. I'll take a motion on that as well.
Mr. Chairman, Steve Springborn, I move to approve the special session meeting minutes December 2nd, 2020.
This is Todd Kavner. I second that.
Made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, we'll go ahead and take a vote, please.
Chair Jeff Berg,
Yes.
Yes.
Hugo Moraz,
Yes.
Donna Brown, Todd Kavner,
Aye.
Steve Springborn.
Aye.
All right. Another unanimous decision. The meeting minutes are approved, and we're going to go ahead and move on to number 3, which is the induction of any City of Scottsdale firefighters into the PSPRS, if there are any.
Yes, Zachary Spengler is being inducted with an effective date of October 19th, 2020.
Right. So we had an opportunity to review the notes on that. If you have, I'll take a motion.
Mr. Chairman, Steve Springborn, I move to induct Firefighter Spengler with the effective date.
Second, Todd Kavner.
Made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, let's go ahead and take a vote.
Chair Jeff Berg,
Yes.
Hugo Moraz,
Yes.
Donna Brown,
Yes.
Todd Kavner,
Aye.
Steve Springborn.
Aye.
All right, unanimous. Moving on to the discussion and vote on the accidental disability retirement application for firefighter Jan Collins.
Yes, Jen Collins submitted her application for a disability retirement. We are asking to send her for an independent medical examination.
All right, this is a request for an IME. If folks have had an opportunity to review the material that relates to this item, I will entertain a motion, or we can have further discussion if there is a particular item that anyone would like to bring up.
Mr. Chairman, Steve Springborn, I would request, or I'll make a motion to adjourn into executive session.
Is this for medical advice or legal, or medical information or legal advice?
For legal advice.
Okie doke. There is a motion for legal advice, or executive session. Is there a second?
Second, Todd Kavner.
All right, made and seconded. Let's go ahead and take a vote.
Chair Jeff Burke,
Yes.
Hugo Morass,
Yes.
Donna Brown,
yes,
Todd Kavner,
Aye.
Steve Springborn.
Aye.
All right, we'll go ahead and move into executive session for legal advice. You won't be able to hear what's going on with us for a little bit, but we will be back shortly.
Wait,
And-
do we stay on this or am I supposed to go on to another link? This
No,
is Cynthia Kelly.
Megan will let us know what we need to do or if she's doing it all.
Yep, give me one
Okay.
moment. I have all of you assigned and it will move you over shortly. You will get a pop-up to say accept to join the breakout room. So give me one moment.
Once again, sorry for being difficult.
Not difficult at all. Okay, we are back in our regular session. Can I just get a confirmation rather that Todd Kavner is still with us?
I'm still here, Jeff. I guess I was muted. I couldn't figure out how to unmute it on the.
No worries. All good.
other side. All right.
All right. I believe that Hugo is out for a moment.
No, I'm here, actually. I had the same issue. We went to a different screen and I couldn't figure out how to unmute.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Perfect. So we're all back here. We are back from executive session, and so I think the next topic of conversation is if we're going to send Firefighter Collins to an IME. Do we want to send her to the same physician or do we want to send her to a different physician? My initial thought, if there's no difference, my initial thought would be to utilize the same physician, since they already provided some insight to this, and they're going to be able to they felt that this issue would resolve itself, and they probably got some insight on it. And if I recall correctly, I think that they put together a pretty well-reasoned report before, but happy to hear anybody else's thoughts on this.
Mr. Chairman, Steve, I just want to confirm that Firefighter Collins has signed the waiver allowing us to discuss medical information in open session.
She has.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, Steve again, I would agree with your evaluation of that. I think we benefit from the aspect that physician had previously seen her. While he stated in his report that he felt that the injury was job related and that she could not return to work at that time, he set a time frame on it, stating that after a certain amount of time it should rectify itself and either clear up or, in his opinion, turn to a permanent situation. The only thing I would want to be clear when we send instructions to this physician, if that's the direction we choose, is that we clarify, because reading through the material, it appears that from the procedure the surgery that she has complications associated to that surgery that have also caused additional injury, that we are very clear to this physician that we do not have the ability to extend another temporary. It has to be determined whether or not it's believed that the injury is permanent now, and that it's one or the other. There isn't a third option available to them when we set our instructions on what evaluation we need assessed and the determination from the doctor.
So you're saying you want the doctor to report back that it's either permanent or she is no longer injured?
Correct.
Okay. I guess, did anybody else have any, before I comment, does anybody else have any other thoughts or comments? Right. Is there a particular, it seems conceivable, at least to me, that, the injury itself, it could be that it is starting to resolve itself, but, it's not there yet. Is there a particular reason that, it can't, he may not be able to say that it's permanent, right? If it seems like it's starting to resolve itself, but that puts him in an awkward position to then have to say that she's not injured if that's not a choice. Is there a particular reason we want to put this restriction on him?
Steve, my reasoning behind it is, and Cynthia, please correct me if I'm wrong, the applicant has essentially two options right now. It's either determined to be a accident disability, which in
Oh, I'm sorry you cut out there.
Steve, we're losing you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you
Okay.
have to start over.
And Cynthia, please correct me if I'm wrong, but the applicant, per our standards, has two routes to go. Either she's uninjured and able to return to the truck, or she's injured and unable to return, and it's defined as a permanent condition. We have the legal right
Correct.
once a year to request a reevaluation if at some point she crosses over and becomes cured and is able to return to the truck. We have up until her 20 years the ability to do an annual evaluation to change that accidental disability, but there's no extension of the temporary from the way I read the law.
That's correct. The temporary disability terminates at the end of a 12-month period. So her option now is really an accidental disability, or she's not injured.
Sure.
So
So I guess
with them that we have the ability to review annually. So while we're asking him to declare
Correct.
if it's permanent or not, we have the ability, if it does change to come back, we need his declaration one way or the other.
So I understand the first part. I guess I think you're putting the doctor in an awkward position with the phrasing. I have no problem with the actual thing here, but if the doctor came back and said, "Hey, look, I think it's resolving itself, but it's not quite there yet," I think at that point we could still say that she's disabled, put her on a disability, and then again, like you said, come back for review once a year. I think if we give the doctor, this thing where you have to say, you either say she's permanently disabled or that she's not disabled at all, you're putting him in a weird position where he may have to attest to something that he doesn't necessarily agree with. I don't know. Does anybody else have any thoughts on that?
It's Steve. I agree with your assessment of that, and I'm comfortable with that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I would just encourage then not to put the restriction on. If he comes back and says, "Hey, look, this is temporary, it's resolving itself," we can still say, "Hey, look, we don't have a choice. She's still disabled as of right now, so we'll just put her on disability, and then we'll just come back and review." So, okay, as long as everybody's good with that. I'm open for a motion, or I'm open to more discussion if there's some other topic.
Mr. Chairman, it's Steve. If there's no other discussion, I would move to approve an IME for Firefighter Collins, utilizing the same physician that gave us the report on her approval for the temporary accidental disability.
This is Todd Kavner, a second.
Made and seconded. Any further discussion? All right, let's take a vote.
Chair Jeff Berg,
Yes.
Hugo Moraz,
Yes.
Donna Brown,
Yes.
Todd Kavner,
Yes.
Steve Springborn.
Aye.
All right. Another unanimous decision. We will get this working. Moving on to the next one. Sue, did I lose the screen share or did it go away? So I was using that as my agenda, but I can pull it up on another screen.
Yeah, no, hold on a second. Can you see it?
Yep, it's back. Thank you. All right, number 5, discussion and vote on the drop application of firefighter Kevin Doris.
Okay. Firefighter Kevin B. Doris is entering the drop on October 24th, 2020 with 20.318 years of service and a total monthly benefit of $4,593.67.
All right. Once everyone has an opportunity to review the numbers there, go ahead and take a motion.
I move to approve the drop application for firefighter Kevin B. Doris.
Just to make a note, it's captain, not firefighter.
Thank you.
I second the motion. Steve?
Okay, motion seconded as amended. There's no further discussion. We will take a vote now. All right.
I'm sorry, Chair Jeff Berg,
Yes.
Hugo Morass,
Let's come back to Hugo.
okay, Donna Brown,
Yes.
Todd Kavner,
Aye.
Steve Springborn,
Aye.
Hugo Morass,
Yes.
Okay, unanimous decision. Moving on to number 6, any recently completed service transfers?
no.
Okay. Number 7, board suggestions for upcoming agenda items. As I mentioned on the police call, we are going to go ahead and start putting in the works a joint meeting between fire and police via Zoom for January, or barring that, early February, just because it does not appear as though we're going to be able to return to in-person meetings anytime soon. And so want to make sure that this doesn't sit in the back burner too long and we can continue along the process of updating our bylaws. So we'll get that working. And anything else from other folks on upcoming agenda items? Nothing. All right. Well, with that, anyone have a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Steve?
Second,
I
Todd.
second.
All right. Made and seconded by Todd, I heard first. Let's go ahead and take a roll call.
Chair Jeff Berg,
Yes.
Hugo Morass,
Yes.
Donna Brown,
Yes.
Todd Kavner,
Right.
Steve Springborn.
Aye. For everybody, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the rest of the year, and hopefully we will see much better things in 21.
Absolutely.
Here, here.
Thank you.
Happy
Yeah.
holidays. Take care.
Happy holidays. Bye.
Bye.